Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today, we are going to be looking at this little fella. The brand new Kia EV2. We've seen some EV concepts before, but now this is actually coming out sometime in 2026. So let's talk about that. And just to let you guys know, there are no official specs released for this car, so everything that I'm saying here is based on predictions or rumors from various sources online. As always, if you want to stay updated with all things EVs, then hit that subscribe button. So first off, I do want to say that this is actually gonna be the smallest vehicle in Kia's lineup. And right now they have the EV3, the EV4, the EV5, and the EV6. So this is going to be sitting underneath those vehicles. However, unlike the rest of the lineup, the EV2 is expected to be built in Europe. This makes sense because it's aimed at the European market. They also said that they're planning to sell about 100,000 units per year, which is about 20% of its total EV sales. Alright, so next up, let's get into the style of this thing. Now, Kia calls this the opposites, united styling. But what does that mean exactly? Well, I'm not entirely sure, but it looks pretty cool. The front end has a boxy shape with sharp lines and angles. There's a thick chrome strip connecting the headlights, which has a sort of tribal pattern inside of them. It's quite interesting. I would have liked to see a full LED bar connecting the two headlights. But these vertical daytime running lights do look very futuristic. The lower part of the bumper has a black plastic piece that goes from side to side, giving it a nice wide stance. Moving down to the sides, we can see that the car has a pretty upright rear end, which should provide good visibility for the driver. The car also has black cladding over the wheel arches and door handles to give it a rugged look. The greenhouse is quite unique, with a steep windshield and a heavily raked rear window. One thing that I really like is the squared-off corners. It reminds me of the Suzuki Jimny, which is a super cool looking SUV. If you haven't seen the Jimny, definitely check it out. I think it's one of the best looking SUVs out right now. Overall, the lines of the car are simple and clean. Nothing too crazy or over the top. Now if we go to the rear of the vehicle, we can see that it has wraparound taillights, connected by a chrome strip, just like the front has. The bumper has a lot of angles to it, almost like an afterthought, but it kinda works. The tailgate is also angled, which should help with visibility when reversing. But the EV2 is supposed to have a lot of sensors and cameras all around to help with parking. Just like most modern cars, the EV2 has a small rear window, which is a common problem with many hatchbacks and small cars. But the raked roofline is probably the main reason for this. It makes the car look sportier, but it does compromise visibility. Now, here are the official dimensions of this thing. It's pretty small, just like I thought. It's only 4 meters long, 1.8 meters wide, and 1.5 meters tall. The wheelbase is pretty short, too, at 2.5 meters. This puts it right between the Nissan Micra and the Renault Clio. In terms of weight, it's pretty light too. It comes in at just over 1.6 tons. This is important because it affects things like acceleration, handling, and braking. Next up, let's talk about the interior. I don't have a lot of info on this yet, but here are some of the highlights. First off, the interior is pretty much what you would expect from a Kia. It's modern, stylish, and has a lot of tech. The dash is very minimalist. It has a large touchscreen infotainment system and a heads-up display. The steering wheel is also very slim and sports a futuristic design. It reminds me of the Mercedes-Benz Vision, a VTR concept. The seats are very comfortable and supportive, and the materials are high quality and very eco-friendly. The back seats can fold down to create more cargo space, and there's a small storage area under the floor. Now I know I mentioned that this is a concept car, but I'm not sure why it even exists in the first place. Like we've already have so many great electric cars on the market right now. So why does Kia need to make another one? Well, I think Kia is trying to tap into the growing demand for affordable electric crossovers. Right now, there aren't a lot of options in this segment, and Kia thinks that it can do something that other companies aren't. They also said that they're going to make the EV2 affordable, stylish, and fun to drive. One thing I like about Kia is that they're very aggressive when it comes to pricing their vehicles. They want to make EVs more accessible to the average consumer. That's why the EV2 is expected to be priced between £17,000, £25,000. That's about $25,000, $35,000 US dollars. This puts it right between the Renault 5, the Ford Puma Jenny, and the Mini Cooper E. All of those cars are very popular in Europe. So Kia has a chance of making the EV2 another banger. Alright, so let's talk about the range and performance now. These are the two things that people care about the most. So it's important to get these right. Now Kia hasn't released any official figures for the EV2 yet, but we do have some estimates based on the latest reports. The EV2 is expected to use a new platform called EGMP. It's basically a skateboard-like frame that has all the EV components, like the battery and motors, integrated into it. It's a pretty cool design, and it allows for a lot of flexibility. When it comes to customizing the vehicle, Kia says that this platform is efficient and lightweight, which should help improve the range of the EV2. The battery is expected to be either a 400-volt or 800-volt system. If it's 400 volts, then the EV2 might have a smaller battery, but it'll be cheaper to manufacture. If it's 800 volts, then it'll be able to charge faster, but the battery will be more expensive. And the motor is expected to be front-wheel drive. So that means that the EV2 will be efficient and smooth to drive. The dual-motor all-wheel drive will be reserved for the more powerful models, like the EV5 and the EV6. Alright, so let's put it all together now. The EV2 is a subcompact electric crossover SUV that's made by Kia. It's stylish, affordable, and has a lot of potential. It will likely have a range of around 186 to 273 miles, and a battery that can charge fast. It will compete with other small EVs, like the Renault 5 and the Volkswagen ID.2, and it will be built in Europe. In conclusion, the Kia EV2 is an exciting new addition to the EV market. It offers a lot of promise, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it turns out. Now it's still a few years away, but I think it's worth keeping an eye on. I think Kia has a chance of making the EV2 another hit after the success of the EV6 and the Nero EV. And that's all I got for today. Thank you guys for watching, and if you want to stay updated with all things EVs, then hit that subscribe button. And also let me know what you think of the Kia EV2 in the comments below. Are you excited for it, or do you think it's not going to be a big deal? Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.